TV family. Catch us live on your TV screens.
And we are back here on the one and only Ekse. Guys, we know it's a Wednesday, but I can smell the Friday. Earlier, I got so excited about this little fashion clip that I was like, oh, the fashion clip is coming up. But I got too overexcited because it's only playing right now. So if you can only draw stick figures and you want to know a little bit more, how do you do the fashion drawings? Watch this next clip. It'll teach you a little bit more so you can draw just more than a stick man like me. I also want to draw dresses and nice things.
What's up, this is Bella and this is one of the most requested videos of all time. It is the tutorial on fashion figures. I usually just use a template made of thick paper to you later. So here I've made some mistakes. As usual, I always make mistakes. I'm just gonna fix this before inking with the clothes, of course.
Hopefully you learned just a little bit about how to draw some of those awesome fashion designs. I really wish I could draw fashion designs, but right now we have the gorgeous inside and out Moira Hurungo. Welcome to the studio. I feel like we're kindred spirits. Look at these snakeskin boots.
Oh
it
my
was meant
God,
to be.
I hate you guys.
It was meant to be. We were saying it off camera, and I was like, you know what? It's so true. I'll bring it on camera as well. So I want to ask my first question. We were chatting a little bit off camera, and you were telling me a bit about your journey. And you were saying that as a kid, you were bullied for being somebody that was dark-skinned, and that really affected your self-confidence. But you've obviously gone from somebody who was bullied by your peers to a top-notch queen.
Very, very
So for all the beautiful black little girls that are watching you right now, what would you say, about not letting people put you down?
What I can say is ride the wave. Some negativity, sometimes it's a positive, So for me, it was a negative in the sense that back then I thought I wasn't as beautiful because society dims a dark-skinned
Somebody
girl.
lied to you.
They lied.
So
They
I
lied.
took that negative in quotes and I ran with it in the sense that I put all that negative energy, I put it into my clothing. And back then I didn't know what it was about until I started making sense of you putting all that negative energy into this, and beautiful things
Cheaper
came out
therapy.
of it.
Very,
Exactly.
very nice,
So
very nice.
it was therapeutic at the same time. I was building my career and myself and my self-confidence and self-esteem and all that.
Very
so,
nice, very nice.
So yeah,
very
never
nice.
let anyone tell you ain't pretty girl.
Very nice. So going back to why you are here, which is your clothing, your fashion, which is, I have to say, it's absolutely amazing, guys. How when I read your biography, you said you got inspiration from your grandmother and your mother.
Yes.
So like I'm pretty sure the designs back then were quite different.
Large.
Yes. So how did you manage to like put the oldies and into this modern, sophisticated look?
So thank you for that question. So with my collection, if for those that know the kind of things that I make, you see that some of my things, they are very 80s, but at the same time, they're very modern.
Very modern.
So it was seeing my grandmother with the puffy sleeves, but then I don't want to be puffy sleeves and still have the whole long stuff. So that's how I played around with the things that I saw my parents wearing, my sisters wearing. And then just giving it a me into it, and also playing around with what's trending currently, and just putting myself into the clothing and not just following what everybody else is doing. So yeah.
Okay.
They always say that fashion goes in a cycle.
Yes.
It does.
So if you think, this is out of style, don't throw it away.
So many
It's
things
gonna
are
come
back.
back.
Like, yeah.
Always. I found my mother's wedding dress the other day, and the wedding dress had shoulder pads. And I just had to breathe a bit and be like, the skirt's nice though. Like, it was just a lot. And I think it's beautiful that you're able to, take elements from a generation ago.
That is true.
And bring it to the forefront. So what would you say in terms of a day-to-day, bringing these two generations, sort of intertwining them into your fashion? What is a day-to-day like for you as a fashion designer?
I think for me, it's just being true to myself and just not being overwhelmed by everything that is happening around me, because I feel like the fashion industry can be quite overwhelming if you look at, this is what such and such designer is doing, and this is the kind of lifestyle that they're doing, and then you can forget what your goal is. So my day-to-day is basically just focusing on what's on Moira's plate. What does Moira have to do? What is the aim? How many years do I have left to the actual goal that I'm actually aiming to? So it's about me and just focusing.
And loads of practical steps thrown in between. Drawing, sewing, cutting.
Absolutely.
Should we get some models out? Because I want to chat about
so
those
excited.
gorgeous outfits. Should we get model number one? Or can we just? How beautiful
My
is this?
God. Can you please explain the concept or the idea behind
Okay,
this?
so this is what I was talking about, the 80s. So you have the bell sleeves, you've got the bell bottom.
Very Woodstock festival.
It is. So when I was designing this, I wanted it to be a day to night type of outfit. Like you can see around the thigh area, you've got safety pins around, which is like a detail. So if it's somebody that doesn't like the whole flare at the
can
bottom,
pull it off.
just take it off, girl, and just have your jumpsuit with your bell sleeves happening, and you've got your
Amazing.
We've had a lot of designers on the show, but this is one seriously incredible outfit. Well done to beautiful model Avu, and of course we've got one more model coming out as well. Let's see.
I have a
Oh, two
confession
more
to make.
models.
Oh,
This
two.
is model number 2.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
Oh,
I see there's lots of flares
Very
and lots of
nice.
shoulder focus. It's really
very.
beautiful.
So this is like more your glamour dinner night,
It is.
metric ball.
It is. It is.
Okay.
So with this specific style, I actually, when I was, because I did a course at Nottingham College, and with nightwear, I wasn't really so comfortable. So this was like my my getting out of my comfort zone and just playing around with what you call good days, which is the flares at the bottom. So I was just literally, this was like me playing around with also the sustainability to the dress. Instead of using some specific materials that they use to let the stuff stand out, I used cardboard.
Woo!
Okay.
Talk
so
about
you got
recycling.
Yeah,
I
Okay,
literally
okay.
used cardboard.
You got
Okay.
real
Yeah.
creative. And you know, sustainability and caring about the environment is huge in fashion right
Absolutely.
now. And I hope it
Absolutely.
stays that way.
It does.
And you mentioned how you're not always comfortable with certain fashion techniques, but we all know magic happens outside the comfort zone.
Very true.
So we've still got another model.
Another
I'm
one.
very excited
Last
about this one. Do you want to come strut your stuff?
Oh, child.
Can we swap outfits quick? Just
Ooh, child.
Jump.
Ooh, child.
That is
Ooh,
absolutely
child.
gorgeous.
What? Is she, how is she this tall or she's wearing something underneath? She's tall. So
It's
she's
very vogue.
Very.
It's a very vogue. So what would you say the inspiration and the whole process was
The
of this dress?
process with the bottom part, I was inspired by the Renaissance age. So they used to wear like the poofy.
The ring
Yes,
skirts.
exactly. So you've got the ring actually at the bottom, and then you have the pattern there going on as well, which was also something that they did a lot, patterns. And then here on the top part, it's something that is very modern. She can play it. Actually, it can come over to be like a scarf.
One of those. Okay.
So
very
yeah,
vintage.
so
very,
you
very.
can play around with the top in many ways. You can actually let it down and just let it flow. So yeah,
little versatile.
wow.
It
Very
is,
nice,
it
very nice,
is,
very
it is.
creative, very nice.
It reminds me, you know, you were saying you intertwine 2 generations, which I think is so just obvious here in this dress, especially because of the mermaid style
yes,
and
yes,
the hoop.
yes.
Oh my
Can
God.
we just all 3 of these and a well done to our models as well?
I have a confession to make. I saw this piece on the Kailicha Fashion Week and I was like, oh my God, this is so me. This was made for me. Like, I swear. I'm going to wear it to the pins and I want somebody to be like, aren't you supposed to leave the pins at home? Like, no, child. No. So for anybody who wants to buy your collection or maybe collaborate or custom make, where can they find you?
Okay, so you can find me on my Instagram, which is simplymoy_, which is at simplymoy_, or you can simply get me on Facebook, which is Moira Hurungo. Moy. And
Moy.
Yes.
Moy is like Afrikaans, like beautiful,
Moy, yes,
pretty.
it's a
Play on
beautiful.
words there.
Yeah.
Moy from Moira. Look at you go.
Hey,
doing
hey, all
You're
right.
doing
Very
things.
nice, very nice.
What has been, we've got to wrap up real quick. 1 sentence, what has been the highlight of your career so far?
I think growth. I
Yeah.
can just say
Wow,
growth.
1 word.
Yeah.
We said 1 sentence, you said 1 word.
One
Amazing.
word.
Growth.
How
That's
beautiful
amazing.
is
That's
that?
very
Growth.
beautiful.
That's very
Growth,
impactful.
yeah.
So guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to jump to an ad break. That was the beautiful Moira. Stay on your couch. Bathroom isn't worth it. Snacks aren't worth it.
CTV family.